Hey guys, it's Tommy here, and welcome to the Poke Accountant. Today, I want to talk about Ascended Heroes. This morning, I just woke up and I saw some news on the internet that some product is getting delayed. I was really excited for this set coming out, and so are you. It's not that it's not coming out still. It's still coming out January 30th, so 9 days from when this video was recorded and uploaded, but we are getting less products than we were expecting from distribution. There's been some delays. Let me go ahead and minimize my screen and talk about this. So bring that guy down there, put him here. So this morning I watched a non-TCG's video. He said that Ascended Heroes, Zero. So as you know, he's a YouTuber who has distribution and he does do the selling and business side of it. And pretty much based on this video, what Anand said is that these Mega Evolution Ascended Heroes collections, that is not coming out until like 10 or 20 days delayed. I think 20 days delayed. So it's not going to come out on the release, but I believe it's going to come out together with the ETBs. And all we're going to get are the 3-pack blisters. And let me scroll down. This has been confirmed by PokeNE, who also runs a really large YouTube channel and distribution. He's got, let me see, guy's got 65,000 subs almost, so shout out to him. That's where I pretty much am basing some of my information on. People who have distribution. I just make videos and talk about investing. I don't know. But hey, we have this product that is going to be drip fed to us like over time, right? We got a release date in January, February, March, and April, with the release date only being a 3-pack blister and a 2-pack blister. And now you're taking away the 2-pack blisters. And if you go to like a Target, a Walmart, or like a Best Buy, the limit is usually 1 or 2. You think 3 packs or 6 packs is going to hold you down? I don't think so. It's going to be crazy, right? So the question is, what is going on with Pokemon? What is going on with these reprints? What's going on with this release particularly? I think it probably stems from the business side of things. There's just a lot going on in Pokemon. They're trying to release a lot of product, bring a lot of supply onto the market at a time, and it's just logistically, organizationally very difficult to do, right? The only reason why Pokemon is adding printing facilities is that the demand is way too high. They got to add more buildings. But we don't besides the printing facility, what about like distribution capabilities, right? The number of drivers to drive the different pallets around. Are there enough, is there enough infrastructure to do all that, right? To do the invoicing, to do the billing, to move product from one place to another, and considering all the things that are going on around the same timeline, it makes for a really interesting story. So we know that this is being released. Ascended Heroes is being released on the 30th of January. And just yesterday on the 22nd, shout out to PokeNotify. Yesterday on the 20th, January 20th, there was an online drop of Mega Charizard UPCs. And I wasn't able to get it. I was like 500,000 place in line. No way I was getting anything, but kudos to you if you were able to get this. It was a really good price. It was $180 for 2 UPCs, right? And I think they sold about maybe 100,000 units. Yeah, over 100,000 units. So that's like 200,000, right? Because one unit has 2 of them, so it's like 200,000 units. So that's what they were selling online yesterday, and now this Saturday even. These Mega Charizard UPCs are going to be in store. And I wouldn't be surprised if like there would be another online drop. They were preparing these warehouses like I think throughout this entire week from the 20th through the 30th. And Costco is a huge company. These Mega Charizard UPCs are massive boxes. You see a pallet of it, but really, if you count, it's not that much. It's like you got like a couple going this way and a couple going that way, right? And then you multiply it. It's like 100 UPCs a pallet. So it's not a lot. They take up a lot of space easily. 100,000, right? How crazy does that look? If like 100 of them is one pallet, 100,000 of them would be, like 1,000 pallets. That's crazy, right? More than that. I think my math is off. Um, but yeah, maybe Pokemon is so busy moving these big bulky things around, and also the Mega Kangaskhan, you got the Mega Venusaur, you got the lunch boxes, you got all these other big boxes that are being moved around, and you know they just can't get the 2-pack blisters where they need to get them to in time. Let's look at another item. Sam's Club will be releasing these prismatic bundles and surprise boxes sometime in 2026. We don't know exactly when yet, but they will be released. So, hey, maybe this is taking up some printers, some warehousing, some of the logistical issues, right? Another product is restocking of these prismatic SPCs to Best Buy. So maybe these things, and they're going to be on Sam's Club too, I believe. So maybe they're getting these things ready. Prismatic is seeing a reprint, right? And it's getting ready to go where it needs to go. And they just announced, I think, also this week or last week, sometime during this weekend, that Journey Together booster bundles, Destined Rival booster bundles, as well as the Team Rocket tins are getting a reprint. And, that's a lot going on at once. You have this very highly anticipated set Ascended Heroes coming out, and they can't even release the full product. And there's all these releases that are being talked about. How many did we just mention? We got like 1, 2, 3, and then 4 or 5, like a bunch of different products. Like 10 different products are coming out at once. That's a lot of products. And it seems as if we're not getting booster boxes either, right? That's the talk of the town, that we're getting all these big boxes items, but we're not getting any booster boxes. Let's just take a quick look at some of the prices of some of these modern era booster boxes. What I mean by modern is that if you open up a Charizard UPC, you will get Surging Sparks, you will get Destined Rivals, you will get Journey Together, you will get Mega Evolutions, and you will get Phantasmal Flames, right? That's what's been really printing in products recently. So I just want to focus on this era of products right here. You have Surging Sparks. This was about like 210 or 220, right, at the low of the crash or the correction, and we're now back up to 260. So that little vending machine restock, well, it tanked the price like from 300 to 220. We're back up at 260. We're halfway like back within the matter of 2 months. Let's talk about another product. Journey Together. This is the unenhanced version, but we're back up to 250 from the low of 225. Even this product has gone up, and Journey Together amongst these sets might be the least popular of them. Let's talk about the biggest one here. Destined Rivals is pushing 228. My God. The last peak during the bull run was 492 and 228. We're not that far off from it. I was preaching that you should buy these like 350, right? And even 360 if you can find them in good condition, because these things, even if they got a reprint, like how low can they really go? Like 350? I don't think it would go down to low 300s. That's like absurd. Like how much can they even reasonably put onto the market? Because I see that if these were selling at like 350, they would sell like hotcakes. You give it 1 week and it would be gone, because everyone would stop buying everything else, right? When you have boxes like Obsidian Flames that's like over $300, you got base Scarlet and Violet that's like $350, right? And Paldea Evolves like $400. Why would you not just spend like that same amount get Destin Rivals booster box because this reprint is artificial, right? It like it's not artificial, it's a real reprint. It temporarily crashes the prices, but in a long scheme of things, it's not gonna do anything to the market. You're gonna see a little bit of a drop and it's just gonna go right back up. Um, let's look at these booster packs. Even though Destin Rivals is seeing so much product coming out, right? In the Mega UPC, I think there are 4 packs. In the Kangaskhan Can box, like 2 packs. Venusaur, like 2 packs. Like, there's just, you get a few, but it's not enough to really supply the market. That's why these booster bundles are coming out, hopefully to bring down the prices of these packs. But we're not getting the booster boxes. That's the really moral of the story here. Mega Evolutions, like we're up to 250, no reprints yet for the enhanced version. Phantasmal Flames, we're also up to 252, even though we had Wave 2 come out and there's only one chase in this set, right? Yada yada. This is close to a set that's like really old, like Twilight Masquerade, Obsidian Flames. Those are sitting at 300. These are new boxes and they're at 250 for this new era. Isn't that crazy? Mega Charizard, UPC, we can probably see this to drop a little. These are, I think, retail at Target for $130. So 139 market price is pretty close. This is pretty much MSRP, man. That $10, not even 10%. That's like 7% difference, a 7% flip. It's not a whole lot, right? So these things maybe can crash a little bit more, or maybe it's already included the price. But I would expect these to dry up pretty quickly as well. I don't think this will last forever. I think even though Costco's doing a huge reprint, you'll be able to, these won't come down too much. Prismatic SPC, these are also getting a reprint, right? They're still hanging out at that 240, so I think you could wait on this product. It could come down a little bit more with that reprint. I don't know how much though. Like, I don't think it would go sub 200, to be honest. Prismatic ETBs, look, we're already pretty much back at our high of 136. We're at 132. That's like, there's like very difference in dollars there. We're there basically. It's just got to move another like 4% and we are there, back to the highs. They got to get these products out. These bundles are at 65, right? Again, very close to that high of 67. What the heck, man? We're almost back there. We're almost back to where we began. And so that's what I think Pokemon Company is trying to do. They're trying to do something to bring some of these prices down on some of these products, except the booster boxes. And even if they did, that would make it only more challenging. If they cannot release this Larry product out, on the day of release, it's $20 a pack, bro. And they can't get this product out. How are they going to get booster boxes of Destin Rivals, Surging Sparks, Phantasmal Flames, Mega Evolution, all these other sets out, and at the same time provide all these bundles and tins? And we got this anniversary set coming out. Municus Zero was just announced, and it doesn't look like quite the flop that we thought it would be. Our expectations were not high, but it's not that bad actually. And I'll make another video going over those cards. It's not that bad. There are actually a couple cards that I would like. Of course, it's not like your Surging Sparks or your Destined Rivals or your Twilight Masquerades or your Phantasmal Flames of a set, but it's not a bad set. Is it the worst set of this era? It might be, but so far, right? We could get worse, but it's really just not that bad. And this whole situation with Ascended Heroes and these reprints not really coming out, I think it's something to consider, because the prices are up high. I don't want anyone to FOMO into buying these products at the high and say we'll never get a reprint. Maybe you can get a few to secure your position, and when things do, or if they get reprinted, maybe you can, dollar cost average down to reduce your cost basis in that investment. But really, no one really knows, right? And even if they did do a reprint, like how much can prices really tank? I don't think a whole lot. That's why really everyone should have been buying when people were fearful in October. Sorry, yeah, in October and November. That's when you should have been buying. I don't have like much more money to buy anything. I already spent majority of my budget in October and November to buy. Right now, I'm just saving money, waiting for another opportunity that comes into the market. With Ascended Heroes, I do want to secure some, but not at these high prices. With the 30th anniversary, maybe 30th anniversary comes out and that brings attention to itself and Ascended Hero becomes more presentable, or Ascended Heroes gets pumped up so much, right, during this early phase of it getting released, and people stop looking at other stuff and that comes down a little bit, and I can buy into that. I just don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna play the card of just being patient in the market. We have 365 days in a year. It's only been 21 days, not even 10% of the year yet. I'm not going to FOMO my way into making bad decisions. I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what happens. And until then, I'm just going to continue reporting what is going on. This channel, I try to keep it as level headed as possible. No biases, no ego, just talking about the facts. What is what? You can make a decision for yourself. I am presenting all the facts that are available. While things might be possible or probable, I'm not going to say that it is. I'm very conservative. If I don't have absolute proof, I will not claim anything that I cannot prove. But the facts are what it is. Ascended Heroes 2-pack blisters are being delayed, and you make what you would with that information alongside all this other reprint that is going on. Do you think that Prismatic Evolution will continue to be reprinted after this print wave? Do you think we will get any more Destined Rivals, Surging Sparks, Mega Evolution booster boxes? I don't know. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below on what you think of this whole situation with reprints and delays in products. And if you've liked this video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It really does engage the activity of these videos, and it supports my channel a lot. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom with Poke Accountant, and I hope you enjoyed.